Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I did promise you on our last video that I will make a separate video about my experience when I had my interview in US Embassy Manila. Today is the right time to do it. Let me give you a little background. I had made my interview appointment last March 19. I came from Mindanao and I flew to Manila the 18th of March. If you guys wanted to know which hotel I stayed close to the embassy, I was staying at Red Planet. It was actually like 5 minutes walk to the embassy. I was in Manila before and I actually walked through the Boulevard Batawag yan or the Dolomite areas something. Before there was actually a pedestrian lane where you can just walk through, but this time you cannot do that. They actually block the area, so the only choice you have to go to the embassy from the hotel is through walking footbridge. There are actually different hotels close to the embassy. There was actually a hotel which is the closest one. I heard it from a few other girls who had their interview. They said that yeah, that was the closest, which is the Orient Pearl, if I'm not mistaken. So it was really close, like actually mga 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes walk to the embassy. But also the Red Planet is actually close. 5 minutes walk is not bad. There's also another hotel there if you wanted a kind of luxury or the nicest one, because they actually offer the buffet in the morning, which Aunt told me. There's a Bayview Hotel, Red Planet, what else? There's Orient Pearl. There's one that I cannot remember now, but yeah, there's actually a villa there close to the embassy also. But yeah, you have many choices naman. You can always book in agoda.com or booking.com. It's up to you to decide. But I think for me, if you decided to choose the earliest appointment in the interview, do not choose Red Planet. Based on what I experienced when I stayed there, hotel is really nice. It's clean, but they don't have spoon, which I actually needed because, like I said, my interview was 6:30 in the morning and I have to be in the embassy around 5:20. So of course, for me, I have to make coffee, eat something, and I need spoon. If I make coffee, they don't have spoon. So that's the only downside staying in Red Planet. But the rest, it's good. No toothpaste pala. They gave you a checklist for what you're supposed to bring when you go on your interview day, appointment day. I'm just putting list here on my notebook. You should have this. Since my partner is retired, he's not working, so we don't need a lot of documents on his part. In my list here, you should have your interview appointment. It's very important. You should have your DES 160 confirmation. You should have bring your MRV slip receipt. Don't really forget the MRV slip because it's needed. Your medical brown envelope. Don't have to bring the CD. Diba, when you had the medical result in ISLIC, they will give you the CD and medical record. They also gave you a brown envelope. You only need to bring the brown envelope with you. And also you need 2 copies of 2x2 US visa size photo. So according to what I heard from people who've been interviewed, especially those people who experienced rejected the 2x2 visa photo, they actually advises a lot of us, especially me. I got the idea that at least when you bring 2x2 visa photo, you have to make sure that your ear is out. They could be able to see your ear at the same time. You have to make sure that your photo is original, clear enough, no edit. Like if it's edited, it's just the white background, that's all. Do not edit putting sleeves or how you call one, overcoat. No, it's a no. And you also have to bring your original passport. You don't need to have a scanned copy of your bio page. They don't need it. Also needed to bring your original NBI, original PSA CNUMAR, your original PSA birth certificate, and as many as you can, proof of relationship. If you guys have K2 like me, all I brought, I only bring the same, except the NBI, except the CNUMAR. For K2, you also have to bring their interview appointment because they have separate interview appointment. You guys have separate. If you have K2, you have your own interview appointment confirmation. Your K2 also have their own interview appointment. So you also have to take their interview appointment. You have to take their DS-160 confirmation, their MRV sleep receipt, their medical, of course, it's important. Then 2 copies of 2x2 US visa photo, their original passport, their original PSA birth certificate. Okay. I think I forgot to include I forgot to include. You also have to bring your welcome letter, by the way, or the KFT, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just KFT, or it's the welcome letter from NVC. You have to take it with you. I think that's all. For Petitioner, again, this is just based on what I experienced because my Petitioner is already retired. 1 month before my interview, he actually sent documents through LBC. LBC is reliable, cheaper than any courier from the USA to the Philippines. But then the downside is it will take 16 days to arrive. So, but then it's okay because again, he sent the documents 1 month before my interview. So he actually sent me 134 affidavit of support. He also sent me recent IRS transcript return. I was not looking on his documents by the way if what year ba yung nilagay, but yeah, he had it here, everything. Dito lahat yung mga documents ni fiancé ko, guys. And he also sent me 1099. I don't know what this is, but yeah, it's like 1099. And the most important thing, if your fiancé is divorced, you really have to make sure that you have the original divorce decree, guys, or the dissolution of marriage, which my fiance gave me or sent it to me. And also you the birth certificate of your fiance. And I think for those who had a fiance which is employed, they were asking a W2. I really don't know what W2 is, but you guys can Google it. I think it's all about the income of your fiance. So anyway, I'll just show you a little, just gamay lang, just for you guys to have idea what kind of divorce decree I brought on my interview. Ganito lang yung dinala ko, guys, just this. So since my fiance is was divorced 3 times, so I had 3 different divorce paper. Sabi niya, this is it. It's like a PSA in the Philippines. So I was really kind of little worried because, you know, a lot of women in our group chat says their divorce decree was actually very thick, many pages down. And I said like, wow. But when I had received this document, I asked my fiance like, why did you just give me 3 pages? You are divorced 3 times. And he was like, we actually had a little arguments about it. Not arguments, but just like disagreement something, because I really thought like, oh, I have to have like that pages because I need that one, because I'm really like, I just wanted to make sure that everything is right, diba? But then my fiance actually like make sure, he said that's what you needed, okay, on your interview. Do not exaggerate. Sobrang ano ko, guys. I'm really like, I just wanted to make sure. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. Ganito lang siya. But what I gave them was authentic and original. Okay, this one is already a scanned copy because I needed this one on my CFO appointment also. That's why I had a scanned copy. But I gave the original of this. Okay, and they accepted it. And also, I also brought the NOAA. This NOAA 1 and NOAA 2 my fiance gave me, so you have to take it with you. And what else? What else? The intent to marry. Ano ba tawag ito? Intent to, what's this? Letter of intent. Also, you have to take it with you guys. Letter of intent. Okay. When it comes to letter of intent, you have to make sure that it's updated. It's not the letter of intent that you actually send with your 129 form. You should make another one which is updated one. What else do I have here? 134 tax return. That's all I have in here. So guys, if you have questions and say you've been done with your interview and I miss to say a word or I miss to say the documents, please let me know in the comment section, so guys we could help other people who are now waiting on their interview appointment. So anyway, let's talk about my experience. Let's go ahead and talk about my experience. So since my appointment was 6:30 in the morning, and a lot of women actually, again, I was in a group chat of different Filipina and even a Filipino who had a fiance that petitioned them to the USA. So they actually advise us that you have to be in the embassy 1 hour before your appointment. Since I actually shared with you guys what was going on the day before my interview, I couldn't be able to sleep. I actually went to the embassy around 5:20 in the morning. And when I get there, I really thought that I was the first person. But it's a big, I was shocked because there's actually a lot of people there already. So there are two different line. So meron pala doon like the tourist or tourist visa. So meron din pala naka-schedule for tourist visa, not just for K1 visa. So on the left side, that's where the K1 visa, K2 visa appointment is. And I was shocked because the line is already long, and I also had conversation with a few other Bisaya, mga Bisaya, like abot ng mga Bisaya. And then what really shocking is like 5:20 ha, I said to you 5:20 I went there 5:20. So there are other women there whose appointment was 8 in the morning and they are in the line already. And I was like, wow, why too early? But then because they came from hindi ko alam, baka they came from malayo pa. There was a security in the embassy asking the 6:30 a.m. schedule be the first to enter the building. But before you enter the building, they were asking you to prepare the passport and also the DS-160, the first page only. And they're going to look also for your appointment confirmation. So from the line, we walk to a tent. There's a tent there before you enter the building. There's a tent there where there's a girl and a boy. They'll actually ask for your passport, your DS-160, and your confirmation. They just wanted to see if you really like in a 6:30 appointment, 6:30 in the morning. They have these stickers. They have stickers, a lot of stickers there, I think, with our names and appointment time. So they are going to put it on the back of your passport. And then also they gave back to me the DS-160 and also the kids DS-160. So they're just going to look. And even the confirmation, I think they gave it back to me kasi andito pa yung confirmation ko eh. I really couldn't tell if they gave it, I think they gave it back to me. I still have my like confirmation appointment here. Sorry, my battery died. So anyway, they gave back to me my confirmation letter or my appointment confirmation. So I don't know. I think, yeah, they gave it back to you. But again, they gave back to me the days 160 confirmation and my passport. So after that, after giving you the sticker, you have to enter the security where they will actually like you will undergo an x-ray. So if you have a bag with you or any documents with you, it will goes to the x-ray, guys. And you also goes to the x-ray. It's in the embassy website. You're not allowed to bring a phone. You're not allowed to bring a watch with you, like smartwatch and some other thing. Google it, that what are the things that they are not allowed you to bring inside the building. But then in my case, I only brought this one, just this one, and all the documents and few bills with me. I don't even wear an earring, I don't even wear a watch, I don't even wear a necklace. I only wear my engagement ring, which my fiance gave me. So, but I saw in there are Filipinas who brought tote bag, guys, tote bag, some bags. So it's not really, you are actually allowed to bring bag with you, you know, like it's not really like, I thought before this says like, yeah, you don't have to bring bag because it's not allowed, blah blah blah. But then when I was inside the building, I saw mostly women there brought bag with them. And even I saw this girl who had watch on her wrist. So maybe you're allowed to bring watch, but I think not a smartwatch. I think, I'm not really sure. You have to make sure that you actually like just look and read the embassy website, so you guys won't pabalik-balik pa kapag palabasin pa kayo. Coins are actually okay. I thought coins are not accepted, but if you have coins with you, it's okay. You can bring it with you inside the embassy. After the x-ray, there's another door. So I get in, and there's actually chairs inside. Para ka lang nasa ano. It's like you are in NAIA. So there are chairs like NAIA, if you know, diba? So you are actually, ano ba yan? Like, I think there is a different row for a tourist visa. A tourist, yung mga tourist ba, iba yung row nila, and iba naman yung row for like K1 and K2 visa. I just couldn't remember the number, but I'm sure it's not hard for you guys because there are many guides inside the building, so you won't get lost. And also when you are cold, they will let you stand. There are always be somebody who will assist you there. So when it was my turn, I was cold in a cubicle. That was actually a preliminary interview. So that's when you have to show your documents, which I said to you guys at the beginning. All the documents I said to you, they are actually asking for my passport first and my DS 160. That's what they asked, and also the kid's passport. And then she is actually, I cannot remember the number, but it's same lang naman. She was actually asking for my MRV slip receipt and the kids' MRV slip receipt. So they are only taking the white one because I had the receipt, which is the green one from RCBC. I didn't actually take it off, but she is taking it off. She took the white one, which is the MRV slip, and I had the RCBC slip receipt. And she also asked for our medical brown envelope, a 2x2 US visa photo, and my NBI, my CDMR, my birth certificate, and the kid's birth certificate. That's all she asked on my part. and she asked questions. It was really an easy process. I really thought that I have to, I have to make sure that I really have to remember every detail of my fiance's thing, which I think you guys should not do, because like what happened to me the day before my appointment, I overthink a lot, which causes me not to sleep that night. So I don't think it's something that you really have to overthink, because the question there in the preliminary, they're actually asking me just my full name, my kid's full name, also my petitioner's full name, where he lives in the USA. She is also asking about how many times my fiance came here in the Philippines to see me. She also asked me about my address in the Philippines, my phone number in the Philippines, of course, my phone number, and what else? I should remember, because it's been 2 weeks. The divorce decree. She was asking me how many times my fiance was married. So I answered her 3 times, and she asked me the divorce decree. That's the only document she asked me, guys, from my petitioner. The rest, I have it here. I still it. Like my fiance's paper, my fiance's like 134, the intent to marry paper documents here, 134. What else? The transcript, bank statement. It was not asked, okay, in the preliminary interview. So walang kinuha sa akin. It's just the divorce decree, the original, authentic divorce decree. That's all. And then they are so fast, to be honest. Ang bilis nila, guys. I was really shocked. I think I was in that cubicle for about maybe 4 minutes. 4 minutes. While she's asking me questions, she's also entering. She's also facing on her computer, like encoding something, and she figured out, like, when my fiance actually filed the 129 form, I-129 form, my fiance had error because he actually made a mistake and write wrong year when he actually is born. It was, what he wrote there was 2004 instead of 2014. So that girl like asked me, why is it like here it's 2004? So I told her, Mom, there's an error. That's not really 2004, it's 2014. She was like doing something. I think she corrected it there in the computer, which is, it's really fast. It's not really like you guys should be like, makulbaan, or you have to get nervous, because I don't really advise you guys to overthink a lot. Okay, it's really an easy process, like really easy, very easy. It's all about you and your fiance, nothing else. That they're not gonna go deeper, like asking details about the past 20 years or blah blah blah. Nothing, really nothing. I think this embassy interview is all about formality. You are already approved from USCIS, the NVC, and I think, the interview is just for formality. I'm even shocked when I was like, oh, that's all the question is. I thought they will be asking me more. So I was like, ay, ganun lang pala kadali. So after that, I sit again on raw. Okay, it's a biometric na naman. Sa biometric na naman kami na stage. So biometric is for your fingerprint. Okay, then they were like there are 2 girls there. They are so very happy girl, active girl. They keep on laughing, smiling, so I like that. So they have this vibe where make you feel more comfortable, like telling you don't get nervous, yung mga ganon. So they're only asking for my passport and this 160 also because in the preliminary interview, by the way, when she asked my passport and this 160, she also gave it back to me, the passport and this 160. Okay, she gave it back to me. So on the biometric, this girl will ask you to put your finger first, four, and if she's not satisfied, she will say, okay, idot guys, push. That's what she asks you. If she's not really seeing your fingerprint, maybe that's what she asks you. Or there are a few other women there, they even ask to just put a alcohol or something on the hands and then let it dry and then fingerprint, and then the other side, and then the thumb. Lastly, the thumb. They are not actually asking question there in the biometric. Wala lang. I'm just like, they're just asking for my passport and this 160, that's all. And then fingerprinting, done. Go to the chair, wait for your interview. Final interview, that's what she said. So I was like, okay, this is it was really fast. So after the metric, so we waited longer actually for the final interview. Yun yung matagal. I think we waited there for about an hour. Yeah, an hour or more than an hour. I think the consul for the final interview, they actually opened the window around 8 in the morning. I couldn't really tell, that's because we have no watch. Wala din silang clock inside. They don't have clock inside. I was called on Windows 60. Guys, I was one of the first 20 person that was being interviewed. And I feel a little bit pressured because all of them, before me, all of them like got their pamphlet, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm a little worried because, my fiance was divorced 3 times. So my assumption was like, if your fiance was divorced for that many times, they're going to like ask you a lot of questions and make it hard for you. But fortunately, I was wrong. So I got to Windows 60, and the first thing that we do actually is make an oath. He is asking me to raise my hand, and he said something blah 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 blah, and I just say yes. Okay, that's just an oath that you will tell the truth, nothing but the truth. After that, okay, fingerprint na naman. He's asking me to put my hands in a biometric. On my right side, he's actually asking for my passport and the kids' passport, guys. His first question was actually my full name. Okay, my kid's full name also, and he's actually looking on our passport. So those women actually in a group chat, diba, they're actually like kind of scare you, telling you like you guys have to really stare at them because they're gonna look on the way you move, blah blah blah. It's not really true. I'm telling you guys. On my final interview, the consul is very busy looking on the computer and looking at the paper, asking you question. He never even glare at me. That's what I experienced. So I think it's not all about the way you move, because they just wanted to confirm everything. That's why they ask you questions. So anyway, the first question they asked me is my full name, my kid's full name, their birthday, and also my petitioner's full name, petitioner's address. And he's not asking for my address, and he is asking me how we met. So I told him that we met through online YouTube, and he was like, okay, when? So I told him we actually like he found out my YouTube channel on May 2020. That's how it started, and he emailed me then because he was following a question about how did he contacted you. So I told him like he sent me an email that time when he watched my video, and that's the first exchange messages or exchange email we did. And he started encoding again, blah blah blah, looking at the paper, checking things, and ganon. And then he's asking me to fingerprint my left side na naman. So I did that one. And he's actually looking on the divorce decree because he's asking me about, oh, how many times was your fiance married before? I said like, oh, he was married for 3 times. He was divorced. So that's the time that I'll feel like a little bit nervous. My God, please no follow up. No follow up question, please. And he's actually listening. He's not asking for more questions about the divorce. I was like, okay, I feel relief. So I feel relief. And then what else did he ask me? He asked me about when was the last time he was in the Philippines. Oh, wait. He actually asked me when was the first time that we met. So I told him we met February 2022. Naano pa ako dito, guys. I was a little bit because I don't really understand. I think he's British. So hindi ko na-gets yung question. Hindi ko talaga na-gets yung question niya. So na-stop ako ng 2 seconds. And then I said to him, we actually met February 2022. That's what I said. I cannot even remember the exact date, but I knew the month and the year. So it was like, okay. Again, encode naman siya. He's encoding, blah, blah, blah. And the last question, finally. The only last question. Oh, wait. Di pa pala last question, guys. He was actually asking about when was the last time that we met. So I told him, I was here last January this year in the Philippines. I left to Texas now. That's when the last time we see each other. And she was like, okay. And then the last question, he was asking me about what's his job. I told him, oh, my fiance is retired. And he asked, oh, what he's retired for. So I answered and say he was in Navy. So, and he was really like a little like, oh, he's a military. Oh, that's the first time that I saw him like a kind of little smile. Okay, wala nagkatawa the beginning. I was like, oh, he's a military. Wow, and it was like that. So that's all. That's all the question. I think I stayed on that window for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and I'm done. He gave me the pamphlet, and he never even said to me, congratulations, you're approved. He just gave me the pamphlet, and I was a little bit like, oh, I really wanted to make sure if I'm really approved or not. So I just like asked him, sir, am I really approved? Is this good? Blah, blah, blah. And just like, yeah, you're approved. Congratulations. And I feel relief. Oh my gosh. It was a really amazing moment for me to finally hear the word, you are approved. Just wait for your visa 2 weeks from today. And I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. In my mind, I was like so grateful that finally we are done on this step, because again, it's a hard process, or it was actually a long process for everybody. We waited not really long, but you know, months of waiting just for you guys to be able to be together in one place. So we are done. I'm so very happy. And yun lang naman. I think I don't think you should exaggerate yourself. I don't think you need to practice questions Q&A, because all the questions in there are actually very easy. Inita tong kuan katong adobo ta sa ref. Mao na to isudan niyo. Di na ka balik school karon? Okay. Ha? Wala kaya klase na?
Wala. Pero wala ko kini grado.
Wala kami apil sa nat.
Wala na apil. Kaya ang computer may apil.
Ni. So that's all. That's the experience I have on my embassy interview. I really thought it would be hard. I really thought that I will be denied. The thought of like, you know, like the only thing that I had in my mind is that since my fiance was divorced 3 times, I was really afraid, like, oh my gosh, maybe this will be the reason that our paper will be denied. So no, I was really happy that akala ko talaga, Lord, ito na yun. So when I got approved, I rushed to my room. Unang-una kong ginawa, I really like rush back to my room, so I have to let Belle know about my the experience in during the interview, and telling him I was approved, the kids was approved. You know, it's a victory, guys. Like it's something that we both celebrated. Okay, we both a little bit kind of, ay, bas hindi ma-deny me, but yeah, like it's so overwhelming feeling that we are done on that process. So now I'm just waiting for my visa, kids visa also. I got an email from LBC yesterday, or they called Jonathan. That's what they called him. Well, actually, his name is John. But yeah, that person emailed me the tracking number for our visa, and we were given exact day when we will receive the visa. And right now, I'm just waiting for it to be delivered, and we also needed to appoint CFO for the last time. Ito na talaga yung last certifications for foreign, ano ba yung CFO? Certification for foreign, overseas, something like that. So since it's required in immigration, I need to get it. And for the kids also, last steps na talaga to, but they says it's very easy naman, so nothing to worry. And Anne and I decided that we will go together to Davao. So doon kami kuha ng CFO certificate namin. And Anne actually had, I think she had her visa today. She said it to me last night that LBC texted her to pick her visa in LBC. But since mine was late, that's because I had K2. So, you know, the process was not all together. So, yun, kaya na-delay konti. But anyway, next week, our visa will be here naman. So, I'm so very happy. Yun lang, guys. And magsi-CFO na naman ako. What I have to do today is I have to watch videos about CFO. So, I need to gather all the documents na naman for CFO appointment. And I'm just so grateful. I hope you guys, you know, like, get something. Although, wala naman talagang hirap. Hindi po siya mahirap, guys. I will tell you. It's not really hard. During the US visa interview, I assure you, everything is just easy. Just know that you knew your fiance that well, and you could be able to answer the questions. It's a very basic questions, nothing to overthink about. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you get something. If ever you have questions, just let me know on the comment section, kasi baka may nakalimutan akong sabihin eh. Hindi ko kasi remember lahat. That's because it's been 2 weeks, and you know, I'm kind of busy here when I got home. So yun lang, just let me know in the comment section if you still have questions. I would be very happy to answer your questions as long as I knew the answer, of course. And just based on my experience, if you have, you know, like doubts, or you have something in mind that you really wanted an answer when it comes to interview lang ha. When it comes to interview, just let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again on our next one. I'll be doing another video, by the way. When I finish my CFO, I will make a video about CFO also. So thank you guys, and have a great day.